Welcome to the Cronkite Sports Report. I'm Reese Andrews. It's been a historic March Madness so far. For the first time ever, the Big Dance featured 3 different schools from Arizona. However, things didn't go as planned for any of them. And to break down our bracket from the weekend, here's our Matt Venezia.
The opening rounds of the NCAA tournament featured 3 schools from Arizona. Advantage State 48, right? Well, not exactly. If we take a look in the South region, easily one of the biggest upsets of the first round saw the 15-seed Princeton Tigers take down 2-seed Arizona 59-55 on Thursday in Sacramento. The Cats head back to Tucson much earlier than expected, while the Ivy Leaguers are still dancing into the Sweet 16.
We ran into a good team today that made all the right plays at the right time, and we weren't able to separate from them enough when we had opportunities. And you know, that's what happens when you are able to stick around a basketball game. I mean, you know, they made enough plays down the stretch, and we didn't.
Moving on over to the West region in Denver Friday. Take a look where 14-seed GCU takes on Gonzaga, the 3-seed. The Havocs that made the trip helped keep the game close, but the Lopes fell 82-70. Expected or not, the NCAA berth GCU earned marks 2 trips to the Big Dance in the last 3 years. Something to build on moving forward.
This is how you build a great program, by having younger guys that play well, you know, get to the NCAA tournament, get a taste of it, and then hopefully you return and you make a splash the next time you get in.
Finally, 11-seed Arizona State was the last hope to advance against TCU. In the final seconds, guard DJ Horn sunk a game-tying 3 with 15 seconds remaining. But TCU's Jacoby Cole scored with 1.5 on the clock, ending the Sun Devils season in heartbreaking fashion, 72-70. It's back to the drawing board for the Sun Devils, who have yet to make a round of 32 under Bobby Hurley.
I'm just heartbroken for these guys giving me everything they had all year. Just really advanced Arizona State basketball, and you know, played winning basketball all year. You know, played unselfishly, played resilient, battled and fought, and it would take, you know, the last shot, you know, to put us away. So I'm just extremely proud and have all the respect in the world for our effort tonight.
GCU and ASU could have matched up in the round of 32, making for a crosstown rivalry out in Denver. Instead, it was early checkouts and rebooking of flights. The Arizona Wildcats remain the 1997 national champs. That's the last time an Arizona school won the national championship. But hey, there's always next year, right?
From March Madness, let's go to March Madness. ASU wrestling had a strong finish at the NCAA Championships this past weekend. The Sun Devils finished 7th overall with 3 top 5 individual finishes. Brandon Courtney earned his 4th All-American selection at 125 pounds and placed 3rd in a sudden victory over his opponent from Lock Haven. Mikhail McGee also placed 3rd and earned himself an All-American selection at 133 pounds. He won in a decision over Dayton Fix of Oklahoma State. With a 4th place finish at 149 pounds, Kyle Parko ended his 3rd All-American selection. And heavyweight and 3-time All-American Colton Schultz placed 7th at 285 pounds and finished his season with a 24-4 record. The Sun Devils finished inside the top 10 for the 21st time in program history, and it's the 7th time that Arizona State has had 4 All-Americans. If you know the Arizona Coyotes, then you know Shane Doan. The Yotes' all-time leader in games played, goals, assists, and points. His legacy will carry on through his son Josh, who signed a minor league contract with the Tucson Roadrunners last week. The ASU sophomore captain will forego his final 2 years of eligibility at ASU. Josh's 28 goals and 10 power play goals rank 4th all-time in the Sun Devil program. Doan was a model teammate, never missing a game in his collegiate career. He ends his time as a Sun Devil with a 9-game point streak, scoring not only the first goal at Mullet Arena, but also the last in its inaugural season, an overtime winner against Long Island. Doan played in his first AHL game with the Roadrunners on Friday, joining 10 other program alums to do so. The LIV Tour was in Tucson this past weekend and featured a number of former Sun Devils, including David Puig. Cronkite Sports reporter Ethan Tuttle details Puig's rise to the professional ranks.
Sun Devil alum and LIV Tour rookie David Puig was back in Arizona this past weekend for 54 holes at the Gallery in Tucson. During his time in college, Puig was one of the highest-ranked amateurs in the world, frequently placed within the top 10. Now, Puig is on to new heights, playing professionally on the LIV Tour. He's settling in nicely with his new teammates at Torque.
In Mayakoba was our first event, obviously, together, and they're very nice and you know, very friendly. So we're having great times, especially in practice rounds and dinners. So
Puig has only played in 5 LIV events and is one of the youngest golfers on tour. But some already know he's up to the task.
I actually played with him about a month ago in San Diego. We went out to the Grand and played around, and he made 11 birdies in that round, and it was very impressive. He's a very talented golfer.
With the event in Tucson, Puig and the other former Sun Devils saw a strong ASU showing among the crowd, including freshman Luke Potter. And the rookie recorded a career-best top 25 finish in Tucson, carding a final score of 3 under for the weekend. In Tucson, Ethan Tuttle, Cronkite News.
And that's it for your Cronkite Sports Report. Let's send it back to John and Miriam at the desk.